What is going on, guys? I see myself peeking out there on the little mics. But, yeah, we're finally here. We're at Abyss.
Peeking.
Yeah, peeking. We are excited to finally be at Abyss. This is the most toxic fucking deck I've ever seen.
We love Abyss.
It's
about time.
I kind of hate this. I kind of hate this deck.
It's about time Abyss was toxic.
It was toxic this set, bro. It was mono.
No, it sucked.
Mono wins because if it's your day, it's your day.
La 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 la. Didn't play. Don't know.
Didn't play. Don't know. That's right.
Didn't play.
Got ratioed by the attendance cap. No, he didn't, but he would have. He would have.
I got ratioed by the flu. I was literally coughing, baby.
Yeah. Once again, we're using the website. Let us know if you guys like this. I like it, so it might be the new way we do these set reviews. The website's just too clean for us. But let's get into it. I'll start off as always with the Crimson Rose Queen. 6 mana, 4/4. I fucking hate this card. This card's insane. Fanfare. We get a Thorn Burst into our EX area. Evo for 2, so that's 8 or 7, depending on if you have Evo Orbs or not. Thorn Burst, of course, is the old ass Forestcraft spell. Deal 3, draw a card. It can hit face. But on Evolve, we get to show our opponent our hand, recover play points equal the number of 2-cost cards revealed, which is 7, by the way. The answer is 7. It's never less.
7.
And, I mean, even on the later turns, it's crazy. It's like on the late turns, like if you have, like, turn 10, the deck can go to turn 10, by the way. You could go, like, base form, Thorn Burst, and then you could recover 8. So, you know, pretty insane. And then you get your mana back. And then whenever you play a card that originally cost 2, you get to either deal 2 damage to the board and heal 2. You don't have to have a target for the board because it just AoEs it. And it also hits cards with Ambush. It helps cards with Aura. And
man. Leon Killer, nice.
Yeah. And the other one is deal 2 damage to each enemy leader, which means that your Thorn Burst wasn't 3, it was 5. Your Razory Claw is 5. Your cards delete your opponent out of existence. It is...
It's about time. It's about time. It's about time we had like Shadowverse was broken. It's about time.
Once you see the fucking 2-drops that exist in this set that aren't just like, okay, like I was playing Maisha was hitting the board every single turn. There was Maisha. The dude played Maisha like 5 times, and I'm like, wow, that's a good card.
You have enough help for that?
What do you mean?
He didn't evolve Maisha 5 times.
No, but there's a Maisha hitting the board in a menacing way alongside a bunch of other 2-drops, and like the 2-drops they printed are a little insane. Like they're eating pretty good. They're eating pretty good. Let me just say that much.
What, like,
you're gonna be reading some insane ones. You're gonna be reading some insane ones.
Okay.
This is probably...
I don't recognize some of these cards.
I'm gonna say something a little... Like, people hype with Puppets. I know I didn't go on this rant about Puppets, because, like, Puppets builds this giant thing and, like, swings for a big number, and that's, like...
It's not what Fairy Force did?
Yeah, it's like that. This deck has so much hand rip. I've seen like so much hand rip out of this deck. Yeah, and it's all the random hand rips. So like this is the kind of deck that I as a player don't want to bring to a tournament because I don't like a ton of random effects. If I can avoid like a deck that has a ton of random effects, I will at the best of my ability. Because I don't know how the mirror goes. Like, the mirror is like, oh no, my key cards got hand ripped, I lost. Like, right? Like, I think that's the way the mirror should go. But this deck is so potent, and it is filled with toxic cards. So, I hope I don't have to play it. I hope that there's, like, a reasonable alternative. Whether it be Puppets or something else. But that's my little rant. I am going to say this deck is... This deck is good, though.
Yeah, it's about time. It's about time. Shadowcraft, developer's favorite in digital, not physical, but now it's about time. too many times I hear people playing saying I'm bringing
I can't wait for
Control
2 weeks
Abyss
from now. You're
somewhere.
like
I'm
Crimson
bringing
Rose Queen's
control.
unplayable.
I'm bringing Control Abyss to X location, brother. Control Abyss sucked on launch. Control Abyss has been bad for 3 seasons now. It's about time. It's about time we get something broken. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Let's next card though is pretty sick. You want to read an actual
Next
cool card?
What? Nephthys.
She's
How do you
Nep.
say that?
They call her Nep.
Nephthys?
They call her Top Nep.
Nep, Top Nep. I think you call her Top Nep.
True. They look the same.
they both have purple hair. Oh boy, I just love the Sega Dreamcast. 7-drop, 5/5, Departed. Fanfare, look at the top 7 cards of your deck. You may summon up to 4 Abysscraft followers with different names that cost 6 or less from among them. Put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. Destroy each follower summoned this way. So I imagine you like get a bunch of strong last words cards.
Yeah.
Or Mordecai.
Mordecai's a strong last word card, so yeah.
He doesn't have yeah. So Mordecai, it's 6-drop. So like what's her face? You can mill out your deck with Alice.
With oh sure
Alice
no the big ones
that'd be a poor one. It's what's his face Kawi.
This
There's
was
a new 6-drop.
this is a crazy one I've seen. Undead King.
Really, like salvage 2?
Yeah, because you get to proc the Fanfare as well.
You're right.
So you get to like salvage 2 to keep up your hand size and like always have like this on curve, because you can like Death Breath this on 6, and then like
oh wow
yeah like if you have like another one, like if you like manage to mill like 2 of them at some point, then you can like have an Undead King that pulls them back, so you always just have the gas until and this effect is
you play Yuzuki in this
deck?
is
I don't remember. I remember Odile. I don't remember Yuzuki, but it could be in it. The big thing is that the cards that you summon are. It feels like a top heavy deck, like one of those top heavy slow decks. That like if it's allowed to go as long as it wants to, it gets pretty out of hand. So another thing is that because at least like watching it be played. Because it's filled with so many heavy cards, that's actually a good thing into 2-cost Abyss, because like 2-cost Abyss is spending, at least the couple times I've watched, it feels like it's spending a couple turns like playing very non-threatening things that like generate hand, and so you have a couple turns to like, you know, or they're either generating hand or like ripping your hand apart, right? And you have a little bit of leeway at the beginning into just having bombs on top of your deck, like right between like 3 of this, 3 Death's Breath, 3 Kawis. Like these cards are kind of hard for them to deal with.
Well, it can't summon 3 Kawis.
No, I'm saying like your deck is filled with these heavy cards that are good to top deck, because the weakness to hand rip is that you just draw a good card. It's the way it's always been. The thing is like hand rip's been pretty good because we've been in formats where you need like 2 cards or like, you know, like a little bit of setup going, and it's usually not like I play my 1 card and win. But in the Nephthys deck, it could be like, yeah, my 1 card's pretty fucking good, like I just put it on the board, and like it might be better than like 3 cards out of your hand. So this is like a rogue deck that if you're running really high might be good.
Yeah, deck's pretty sick.
It's real slots.
Real slots.
The more cards you check, the like more consistent.
It's 7 cards.
It's like 2 Balions. That's like 3 colorful cooks.
You should find 4 cards. Should, right? You're not playing a whole lot of spells.
It's cards that do something is the problem.
Yeah, you're right. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's not just 4 cards. It's 4 good cards. But you have a lot of them, so.
Yeah, card's broken. It's about time. Shadowcraft time.
Every Shadowcraft card is broken.
It's about time. Is this guy broken?
This is your favorite card, right?
It's a card that's been in a deck before.
Do you want to read him? I know you like this guy. Do you want me to read him?
I know he yells something when you play him. He was in the Hades deck. I don't know much about him.
Oh, okay. I'll read him then.
I don't even remember. He had last words or something.
Didn't he like go back? Was he like 15 cost or something crazy?
He was like
13?
20 cost and with accelerate 1 or something. I don't remember.
So this is Tartarus the Tormentor, 10 mana, 7/7. He costs 5 less to play if there are at least 15 departed cards in your cemetery.
Ooh.
Evolve for 1, or there's a quick effect for 1. We can put this card from
activate, not quick.
Yeah, sorry, activate for 1. We get to discard or put this card from our hand into our EX area. Look at 2. May reveal a departed card from among them. Add to your hand. Other goes to grave. So basically, you 1 mana, get him out of your hand, put him in EX area, move him up for 5 later. Hopefully on turn 5. That sounds insane, right? Hopefully by turn, I don't know, 6, you can evolve him. And then, yeah, the payoff is you get this 6 mana, 8/8 that summons a departed follower. Which is Ektar. Holy Lord Ektar. Or not Holy Lord.
Not Holy Lord.
Demon Lord.
Lelouch. Or
Lelouch,
yeah.
Lelouch v. Britannia.
Britannia, yeah.
This is...
Or if you have 15 departed cards in your cemetery...
Departed.
You're probably at 20, right? He's a demon. What the heck? He's not departed.
Well, he doesn't go to grave.
Yeah.
He goes to EX.
Let's see. Death's Breath's departed. Undead King's departed. The ghost guy is departed. Masquerade Ghost.
He needs the Evo. This has to go on like Control Abyss. Like these Control Abyss have to be on this thing, right? Nope. Nope. Control Abyss is not Ektar. Damn, we got Ektar support and we're out here playing fucking triple Kawi. Oh my god, Desperate Israfil pass. Yeah, sure.
Is that still on the
There's 3 of them. There's 3 of them on this fucking sheet.
Is it the same list? Is it just guys that showed up to locals with their deck from, a while back and they're like, "Oh, I guess I remember how to play this game." Oh, what the heck? It's Gensetsu. It's some 6-drop probably from this set.
Yeah, he's not making the list. We'll have to make the list though.
Yeah. Look, he's making a list. He's making it to a list. Lelouch is in it. Or Ektar, whatever I own. Yikes. What is Crazed Executioner a departed follower?
There's no way. That sounds awful. You have to evo that card.
Yeah, it's in this random deck I clicked on. I mean, this deck doesn't have Tartarus, but like I saw it and thought, I don't know.
Well, but it seems this card goes in a deck that doesn't exist, but we'll have to make it. So
yeah,
we'll do our best. I'll put him on it. He's got to craft something for me. If it's good, we'll make a video. If not, you know what happened. Casualties along the way.
Yeah, the deck.
Anyway, read the actual good card. This card's fucking insane.
Vuela, 1-winged demon. 2-drop, 2/3 demon. Let's see here. Activate for 1. Reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a 2-cost card, put it into your EX area. If it costs 2 less to play this turn, activate only once per turn. Okay, so it costs 2, but anytime you can pay 1, make the top card of your deck cost 0 because you're playing the 2-cost deck. You're not gonna top check your Rose Queen. Come on, get real.
No, you don't. Almost ever.
You don't.
This card is insane.
And the activated ability costs 1, which is nice for when you're playing 2-drop. I imagine you yearn for turns 2, 4, and 6, and not for 1, 3, and 5.
Yeah.
This kind of evens that out.
It is also with your Rose Queen turn. It is an extra 2 damage.
That's activate. You could do this just twice. In turn 4, you can play
no,
this
it's
and do
once
that
per
twice,
turn.
right? It's once per turn. Oh, I didn't read it.
It's okay. The last line, you're like, guys, sorry, I was reading my card.
Sorry.
I only read the first 2 lines. That third one didn't exist.
I didn't get that far in the book. Don't spoil it for me, please. I haven't read Harry Potter.
The annoying thing about this is it's like one of those cards that's it summoned another card sometimes, right? Or put another card on the board, and you're like, I have to fucking kill that card. That card's it's an extra draw every turn. And sometimes it's spoiler alert, some of these cards you don't want them to have. The last thing you want is for your opponent to flip over a good card with this. And there's a lot of good cards in the deck.
Ooh, imagine you flip over another one of these.
No, imagine this next card that we're about to read. Okay, so this card is good. If it says 2, if it says 2, it's good. So let's read a fucking insane card.
This card was broken in digital. In digital, it said skill drain.
Did it? I don't.
It did. Yeah, it did. It was in the Death Tyrant
Was that the one that says your opponent can't play spells or something?
No, it was necromancy or enhance for skill drain the board.
Oh, okay.
But it said you would play the card that would give you 40 shadows but would take them away, but then you would use this to take away the effect that would take away the shadows, and so you just had 40 shadows, and then you'd invoke Greymarie, and then you played Death Tyrant.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, but this also had an enhance or something that would skill drain the board.
But the goal was, like you said, to get to play the card that got the big shadows and then remove that effect.
The goal was to have a perfect sculpted hand, and then you could do anything you want on turn 5.
The deck was actually good though.
Oh, absolutely. It was also inconsistent.
Well, guess what? This card is fucking insane and physical. It is extremely toxic. It is 2 mana spell that says if you have a Roll Nigh engrave, you get to get it out for 2 mana.
Summon it.
But if you have Necrocharge 10, your opponent discards a random card as well, which means they discard 2 random cards for 3 mana.
For 2.
No, well, you have to Evo the Roll Nigh.
Oh, you have to Evo Roll Nigh.
But also, the Roll Nigh kills a card at Necrocharge 10. So that means that, you get to hand rip 2 cards and kill a card and be left with the fucking floodgate on your board.
This is a lot different from digital.
For once, the silence cards are actually starting to hit the point where I think they're good. Because they're hitting way too many cards. They're hitting way too many cards.
Yeah, it's going from one card is what is this? If you have Necrocharge 10,
there's still ways there's still thankfully we've had our own power creep where there's decks that don't care as much. So
is this 3 for 1 if you have Necrocharge 10 and for 3 mana?
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
Technically 4 for 1 if the Roll Nigh hits something.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. No, that's 3, right?
No, because Roll Nigh kills a 3-drop on play.
No, because this discards a random card.
Roll Nigh discards a random card, so that's 2.
That's 2.
Roll Nigh kills a 3-drop, and then he evos and has Rush, and you kill a 4th card.
Oh, okay. If you want to do that. Okay.
Broken.
3 for 1 if you want to keep your Floodgate. 4 for 1 if you don't. Yeah, this card's broken.
It's actually insane.
I'm putting it in my deck.
Don't worry, a lot of people are. Which means you might not be able to play it.
I can't even say that. I don't build the deck. Someone in Japan built the deck. It's the deck. The deck has already been figured out. I'm not putting it in my deck. I'm putting it in a sleeve that has been put in a deck for me. I can't claim my deck.
Base.
Sorry. I'm going to character select with this one.
Base smooth brain take. We love it.
It's Shadowverse. What am I supposed to do? Build
That's
a
true.
deck? It's Shadowverse. You hit the tournament decks button. And
That's
then you,
true. It's
you
so
have, like,
hard. I actually wish that like I hate that it's true, but it is like true, right? It's like outside of like a couple jank things, chances are if it's worth looking at, it's on the sheet.
Yeah.
With that,
I mean,
without
that's Shadowverse.
fail, yeah, because like the good decks are just 3-ofs, right? Like if you start putting other stuff in, you're playing a fun deck.
Yeah.
And if you're playing a fun
like,
deck and you're at a regional, chances are you might be having a fun time. But I usually not. I'm usually not. I want to be playing the good deck, unless I'm at the free fight tables.
You're probably having a fun time if you scrub out early, because then you get to eat.
Or I get to just go play free fight with Weiss or something. Yeah, that feels better than fucking sit.
Or you get to eat. I in Atlanta or whatever, Duluth, I did not eat.
Yeah, no, I never eat.
That was awful.
I don't know. I've never like taken the time to get a drink outside of like the cups of water or food during a tournament. And every time I've like when I went to Pokemon events, it's like we had the lunch break. I didn't win a game after. So superstition, dude. I'm not going to be ruining it by eating.
Makes sense.
But let's get into the next card. You wanted to read this guy, right?
Yeah, Chris Pumpkinhead.
I don't think this is the one I thought of. The one I thought of had a gun.
Wait, what? I don't. Are there no guns in Abysscraft?
There's a pumpkin Chris that has a gun. I swear to God.
There is. I mean, like in Resident Evil.
Yeah, Chris Beyond the Patch. You don't know Chris Beyond the Patch where he's got the fucking.
No, I don't.
Okay, wait. I gotta throw this one up on the screen for people, but
Chris Beyond the Patch. Shadowverse Wiki.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
we got
he had the gun. I've seen this card with my eyes at some point in my life. This is what I'm talking
what people don't know about. This one.
Hey, everyone, having fun. As you can see, every day is party on top of
Yeah, so that's the retrain of him. This is the original. Well, what does he do? What's he do? Read for us.
This here's the shady part of town.
Read the actual physical card.
There's no life after death for you.
No, he's so distracted.
Oh yeah, are we reading Chris Pumpkinhead?
Yeah,
not
you
Beyond
are.
the Patch. All right. Let's see. 2-drop 2/2, so he's broken. Departed, so he can go in the other archetype if you want. It evolves for 1, but his other effect is at the start of your end phase, Necrocharge 10. Select a follower in your field, give it +1/+1 in ward, and engage it. Is that good?
I have not seen this card in lists. Well, I didn't see this in the list when I was playing against them. So.
Oh, okay. Well, for 1 mana, evolve. He turns into a 3/3 Chris Pumpkinhead. On evolve, bury the top 2 cards of your deck. And he has the same at the start of your end phase. Necrocharge 10. Give a card ward and +1/+1, engage it. What do you mean this isn't in list? Let me look at the list.
Wasn't in the Tartar. Well, there's no Tartarus list. It'll go in our
There's
Tartarus,
no Tartarus list.
We'll make the list.
He's departed, so probably you need 40 departed cards.
We'll make the deck. Well, he'll be in the deck. He's not in the deck.
I can't believe Chris Pumpkinhead didn't make it into the list, but
into the good list.
Freaking last year we were playing like Jack-o'-lantern Ghost or whatever.
No way, we were playing Wait, what? Were we?
There weren't enough Shadowcraft cards to play anything else.
We were like, back to the wall.
A year ago, we're like, all right, set 2's out. We're playing this guy, Pumpkin Necromancer, whatever his name was. No, Pumpkin Necromancer was a worse card. I forgot what he was. Maybe all the Pumpkinhead cards aren't that good. You know,
No.
Pumpkin Necromancer isn't that good. the jack-o'-lantern guy that summons the ghosts, the EX area isn't that good. Maybe Chris Pumpkinhead was doomed from the start. He just had to be in the pumpkin archetype, and they're just not that great.
Time to read more bad cards now.
What's
we're
next?
at Salami.
Salome.
Yeah, 3 mana, 1/2, great stat line, fanfare and last words, enemy follower, 2 damage and heal 1. You heal 1. Then their card maybe dies. Probably not.
There's a card with the same like mana cost and stat line, but instead it says fanfare last words, draw a card, and that's a lot better.
Well, they're both bad.
Yeah, this is terrible.
Yeah, this is worse. Silver. So, next card. Bad, even an open 8. I don't know. Maybe an open 8, it's okay.
It's
open 8, the bar is so low. No, because open 8, your opponent's got the Geovore, and you're losing to that. You're not...
Bro, I mean, like, 2 of these, and you kill their Geovore. Like, that's 4 damage.
2 of these kills Ouroboros. But, yeah.
No, one of those does. It's fanfare and last words.
But has to die.
Yeah, but I mean, you're not playing Ouroboros on turn 4. Like if you play this and this thing lives, your opponent slams Ouroboros because they're drooling over their cards. Then I don't know.
This card's bad.
Next
card. Also, is this card not censored? We're finally past the days of censorship. I think maybe.
Is it?
I mean, I don't know what the Japanese looks like, but this one seems pretty not.
If she had feet in the image,
there
it
is
would be
feet.
Censored. No, there's not. I don't see any feet.
There's feet behind the text box.
Well, she's got some Nikes on behind the text box, so not anymore. Okay, 2-drop, Kiss of Lust, Valorant card. Give your leader +2 health. Draw a card. If Sanguine's active, you draw 2 cards. Ooh, man. Healing and Sanguine. Not my Sanguine.
This card is insane. This card is toxic.
Healing is a new thing for the Sanguine archetype.
It's not just Sanguine. It's
like is it in the 2-drop deck?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's broken in the 2-drop deck.
It is.
Yeah, Demonium on 2, pay 2, gain Bane, draw 2, heal.
Oh, it's in this one.
Yeah, it's like Razory Claw face, Kiss of Lust, draw, heal back up, draw. Like
draw 2.
It's this thing where like this deck just gets like big. It gets to maintain a huge hand. And draw a bunch. It's super consistent. I'm talking like when I was playing against the 2-cost Abyss decks, they were decking out on like turn 10. Like they saw every card in their deck, every single card.
Oh, that's sick.
And this is like a big part of it. This is like a thing where they just got to like randomly be at like 30 health. It's like even at the worst, even just playing this as a heal 2 draw card, like you hit this off the Vuela. Or you just, like, use this because, like, you just don't have a card you want to put on the board. You just get 2 extra health for absolutely no reason. You have Demoniums. Demoniums giving you health. Demoniums making this, actually plus your hand. Giant hand. Insane. It's, like, it's actually insane. Maybe I'm, like, overhyping it, but, like, when I was watching it, I thought this is, like... If it wasn't for the fact that the mirror is both players are hitting each other's hand a ton, this deck is insanely consistent and very strong. I do value that a lot, so...
It's about time.
But you know what? Let's talk about a not consistent card. Let's talk about Neptune support.
Yeah.
I have...
Those are real cards. The Kawi Summoner.
Yeah, Arion. Oh, it's the Odile Summoner.
Odile's a good card to summon, too.
Arion is 6 mana, 3/3, rush, last words. We get a Shadowcraft dude back, or a... We could only get Shadow. Abyss.
You can get Bloodcraft cards.
Abyss follower that cost 5 or less. Summon it.
You can get Trombone Devil.
Yeah, it is the Kawi Summoner. It's your Neph target to also end with an extra card on board that potentially does 10 damage or completely destroys your opponent's ability to play.
Summons Mordecai, Trombone Devil.
Oh, I don't think you play those. Howling Demon, but yeah.
Howling Demon.
If you want to talk about bad cards, you could include, but usually you're playing these other cards that are a little bit better.
It's a good card.
Yeah, good card. Good card.
Good card, yeah. It goes in the Neff deck. Yep. Good card. Does this card go in a deck? Marion
Always
the
liked her.
Mummy.
She's funny.
What did she say in digital?
I have no fucking clue. I think it was like noises.
Out loud. What did she say out
No
loud?
idea.
Oh, noises? No, there's no way it was just noises.
It was noises on the base. If she talked, it was on the Evo because she's the mummy. I just I'm pretty sure that, yeah.
I'll look it up after. 3-drop, 3/3 Departed goes in the Tartarus deck, maybe. Evolves for 1. Fanfare, bury the top 2 cards of your deck. So just 3-drop, mill 3. Kind of like the horse that costs 4.
Well,
What's
that one
the
healed.
Evo do? Yeah, it did. The Evo. Oh, she comes out of the mummy band-aids.
Yeah.
And she's a 4/4 with ward. Necrocharge 7. This follower has Assail. Necrocharge 15. This follower has Storm and Bane. Or it's not very good. Like having to evolve to get Storm and Bane.
No, it's not good. But it's a waifu you can put in your deck, and that's the important part.
Yeah.
We need the waifus in our deck.
It's about time Abysscraft got some waifus.
Didn't have those before.
No, never. We just had cool dudes like the next guy.
Solid of silence.
Oh man, he is stressed about something. Oh man, did I leave the kettle on?
We got the Zealot of Silence, 3 mana, 3/1 rush. And during your turn, when you play your cool cards that are very not toxic, we can pay 1 and summon this guy from the grave.
Yo, insane.
So
I can believe this guy's cutthroat trait. I can believe that. Some of those other guys, I don't know. But this guy, he looks cutthroat trait. That's a lot of belts, don't you think?
yeah, this card seems like pretty... I don't know, these like Phoenix cards are like kind of shit usually, I think, maybe. Though I guess it does mean that your silence deck has like an actual win condition where like in the late game, you know, when you would like hand rip a card and go, I got nothing. It's like you hand rip a card and summon fucking 9/3 worth of stats and then pass. So maybe this card's like actually good. Is this card good? This card could be good.
I think it's better than the last card.
Yes, it is better than the last card.
I
Terrible in open 8.
I think it's hard to fit in your deck.
Yeah, because like I don't know, maybe
it costs 3 is the big thing, and
no, it doesn't. It costs 1.
No, it costs 3.
No, it costs 1.
No. The cost on the top left is 3. It doesn't matter what cards actually cost. It matters what they say they cost, and that's 2. We want 2.
Yeah, it's hard to play in that deck, but what about a silence deck that we make?
Oh.
What if we make a like the 2-cost deck, but worse?
Ooh, it's like the 2-cost deck, but instead
With
of
no
a card,
pay, instead of dealing like 50 damage,
silence. We rip your opponent's hand and put 3 ones on the board.
yeah. What if we did that?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, there we go. Now we're cooking.
Yeah. Like playing that deck, I would look like this guy. I would go, "Oh, I pulled out the wrong deck."
Oh, sorry.
Oh, whoa.
Round 3. That's what you
what does it take to be cutthroat trait? This guy's going, "Oh, I forgot." Like, I like this art. This guy's good. He's got belts. He's going, silly me. Oh man, what is this? Freaking anime women. Yikes. I like the last guy. This is for the real anime fans. Oh man. Not the silly women with the overcomplicated designs and the animal ears. Oh man, come on, man.
Well, this is yours to read. The
Oh,
Zealot of
oh,
Lust.
okay. Well, this is the Zealot of Lust. It's a more meta relevant card because it costs 2, and those are the real
I don't
cards.
think this is played.
I
I guess
have
it could.
the
This
list
could
pulled
be.
up.
This card's kind of insane.
I see one of the Dexander lists plays it. So it's broken, probably. 2-drop, 3/2, aggressively statted, cutthroat trait. You know, you can tell because she's going, I'm crazy.
This card's kind of insane.
The last guy was cutthroat trait, and he was dope. I left the kettle on. This girl was like, yeah, I'm actually crazy. Let's see. Activate. Give your leader -1. Select an enemy follower in the field and deal it 1 damage. Activate only twice per turn. See, she clears the freaking board your silence deck setup, you know. And then she activates Sanguine to draw 2. So it's like your silence deck is sitting there, you know, discarding my entire hand. But I had Zealot of Lust and Kiss of Lust in hand. And so I, like, you know, freaking kill your entire board.
There's no hand to discard, so then you can't.
And then I draw 2 with my Lust and with Kiss of Lust because I killed myself twice. And I'm, you know, health neutral, drew 2, wiped your board of 3/1s. Man. Why do they make the women so strong? Come on.
Well, actually,
silence be broken. What is this?
The Zealot of Lust, the big thing with it is that like it helps activate the Valneric, and then
or anything.
No, the Valneric's the big one because then on your Rose Queen turn you go like Rose Queen, this thing 2 face damage. You take 2. You play down Valneric. That's 2 more face damage, and Valneric gets to swing for 4. Minimum before anything else. But if you have Razory Claw, it's actually swinging for 5, and then your Razory Claw gets to deal an additional 5, so that's already 10 plus the 2 procs is 14, and that's 6 mana. So
I just wish it was the guy that was smacking his head going, oh.
No, sorry.
It would make more sense because he's smacking himself in the head. That's 1 damage. And he's only got 2 hands. That's 2 damage. Activate twice per turn. It makes sense, right?
You're right. Okay. Okay.
Think about it. All right. What's next?
Let's go to the last card.
Last card.
Last card. We made it to the end. Despite I don't know what's going on anymore. Yeah, we have Manifest Malice, 2 mana spell. I didn't see this in our game, so it's probably unplayable. Select an enemy follower on the field, deal 3 damage to it, and you may banish 4 cards from your grave. If you do, this comes back to your hand. I don't think this is it.
I mean, I haven't seen it yet. Scrolling through Dexander and the list.
Yeah, this ain't it.
What did it do again? I wasn't looking.
3 damage, and then you can exile 4 to
banish
get back.
4. Oh, that's fake news. Oh, banish 4 in Shadowcraft. That's fake news.
Yeah, card seems pretty mid to bad to awful.
Oh man, banish 4 from your cemeteries. You need that. You can't banish. You need 15 departed cards in your cemetery. This one's Necromancer. It banishes all your.
And you have to banish when you play it too. I don't know if that makes the cut in the sealed.
Oh yikes!
I mean, I guess you have to in sealed.
Yeah, this card's
like infinite recursion. No, it's infinite recursion, and sealed is like
it's not infinite recursion. It's up to like 10 times.
It's up to like twice actually, but in reality, but yeah. Anyway, if you guys somehow made it through this one, don't worry. We only got 2 more. We got Haven, and then we got Neutral. So if you're still here, thank you, and we'll see you next time.
See you.